coach, Mike Budenholzer. Coach, Drew Holiday got off to a strong start on both ends. What have you observed in his will to set the tone, especially in games without Giannis?
Yeah, he's been very aggressive. We need him to do that. We need to pick it up. We didn't finish that quarter very well.
Well, a lot of that has to do with Jimmy Butler and all the things that he can do. What are you asking your defense to prioritize against him first?
Well, with Jimmy Butler, it's always keep him off the free throw line, but he's made a few threes. You know, I think we got to maybe close that gap and take that away, make that a little bit more difficult for him.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Roz, but talking about how they didn't close the first quarter well, they didn't start the second quarter well either. They turned it over on their first possession. 16 straight points by Miami, and now a 10-point lead for the Heat. Butler had 17 in the opening quarter. He had 14 in the first quarter of Game 1. Duncan Robinson off the bench, drills a three, and the lead is up to 13.
And they're running almost a full-court press. I see Spoelstra telling his players to stay up after makes. He's not telling them to get back on defense as Brook Lopez knocks down a little floater. He wants to put that pressure. He's trying to apply that pressure. Oladipo and Martin, very good defensive players with Bam behind him.
That basket ends a 19-0 run by Miami. Robinson, thanks to a screen from Bam Adebayo, drills the three. Looks like his confidence starting to come back.
Yes, it's called self-confident, though. It's the belief in yourself. We know, everyone knows how good of a shooter Duncan is, but you need him to continue to believe in himself and shoot through some of those woes.
Allen comes right back and nails a three for Milwaukee. But back to Duncan Robinson, obviously got the big contract, was a big part of this Miami team. And in the playoffs last year, didn't play a lot of minutes. Got the start in Game 2 and had 14 points. Obviously in a losing cause, but off to a good start here off the bench with 6, and he's 7 for 9 from 3 in this series so far. Lowry getting to the basket, out to Robinson. Shot clock at 3. Robinson putting it on the floor. Here's Martin with the timer expiring, missing the shot. Rebound Milwaukee. Middleton puts it on the floor, hits Lopez underneath. Lopez can't finish, and poked out to Robinson. We've seen Bam run the break as they continue to push tempo here. Fires to Lowry. Oladipo spins. Can't get the basket though.
And I like it when Bam grabs that ball and brings it up the floor. It picks up the pace of the game, helps open up things in like a late transition situation.
Allen off the punt fake, a sidestep three is money. Second three of the quarter for Grayson Allen.
And look, we were talking during the break, and the Bucks were not moving the ball well. They had 35 assists last game. They only had 3 in the first quarter. You want to give credit to Miami, but they weren't sharing the ball. The ball wasn't popping. They have 3 assists already here in this second quarter.
And a foul on the other end on Middleton. That's 2 on Chris Middleton. First foul on Milwaukee here in the quarter. If you're just joining us, Giannis Antetokounmpo not playing tonight. Second straight game that he's missed with a bruised lower back. This series is tied at 1. Games 3 and 4 here in Miami. Game 4 Monday, and then Game 5 Wednesday back in Wisconsin. 3 minutes gone by, second quarter. 6 straight points by Milwaukee. The full back with an 8. Adebayo goes right at Lopez, the shot blocker, and missed again. Boy, he's struggling in the paint. 1 for 6.
But you know why he's struggling in the paint.
Brook Lopez.
Yes.
Oh, Allen way off the mark with the 3. Lowry in transition. Oladipo trying to get free from Javon Carter, who had a really good season for Milwaukee. Adebayo foul line jumper is there. His second basket.
And that's the thing, if you're Bam, it has to be automatic. That shot, if they're going to give you space. And then if you increase your range, now they have to come closer out and guard you. And you see the Miami Heat defense back at it again.
And Martin in transition is fouled. He'll go to the line. But Oladipo forcing the 7th turnover by the Bucks. Grayson Allen picked up the foul. That's his first and the second team foul.
And and I like this. When you look at the unit, and we talked about Spoelstra figuring out, he has two high-level perimeter defenders when he had Oladipo and he has Martin. Then you got Kyle Lowry and Bam, and you pair him with Duncan Robinson, who's not a great defensive player, but he's got so much defense around him, it covers up a lot of the mistakes that he could possibly make, and then you just benefit from his shooting.
Yeah, the second unit for Miami been terrific. Late first quarter, early second quarter. Caleb Barton knocks down the first free throw. The Google Pixel NBA playoffs continue on ESPN with Game 3 between the Lakers and Memphis. Anthony Davis with 12 blocks so far in the series, which is tied at 1, Games 3 and 4 in Los Angeles. See if Ja Morant goes tonight. Basketball royalty right there with Hall of Famers Pat Riley and Alonzo Mourning.
My former teammate Alonzo Mourning, just such a pro. He was one of those guys when he first showed up at the Nets. I don't think I'd ever seen an individual work that hard all the time. He was constantly 4 or 5 hours in the weight rooms. It was impressive to watch.
4 minutes into the second quarter, Miami leading Milwaukee by 11, and they're going to call a foul here on Lowry trying to fight through the screen. Eric Spoelstra does not like the call. That's Lowry's first. First team foul. Oladipo checking back in with Martin going to the bench.
And look, even looking at this box score, you see Joe Ingles, Jay Crowder, Pat Connaughton. They're getting destroyed by this Miami bench. When you're going bench versus bench, the Miami Heat bench is plus 10 in this game.
Allen shot in and out. Rebound by Oladipo. And here's that pace you're talking about. Miami trying to push it. Trailer 3. It's good for Robinson. Boy, is he back in a big way. Duncan Robinson, 3 for 3 today. And 8 for 10 in the series from three-point land.
And you gotta love it. You put defense around him and let him do what he do, baby. Duncan Robinson knocking down the big three.